Hello everyone, I'm the Mighty Blues, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Last time, we continued exploring the lake region, learned about a secret of a giant horse, and we begun our search for said giant horse. But starting this episode, I want to take a little bit of a detour, as we obtained the fire rod, which is needed for the side quest, the weapon Connoisseur. And I figured as a great way to start off today's episode, we're going to present it to Neb in order to get our next reward and to continue this side quest. Oh! Isn't that the fire rod? So cool! Let me see! Whoa! The real thing is really the real deal! Thanks. Here's a token of my thanks. No worries. My Gramps told me to give it to the person that teaches you how to fight. Close enough. Alright, next. Grandpa said he wanted to see... what was it again? Oh, I remember now. Alright. Have you heard of the Moblin Club? So, when my grandpa was young, he looked for it but couldn't find it. So please, if you find it, please let me see it. We have actually seen one. I believe I took a picture of it in my Hyrule Compendium. Actually, I'm gonna reveal the curtain a little bit. I know we've taken a picture of it. Fun fact, this is my second attempt at recording this episode. Fun fact, I had nearly finished recording this episode and then OBS crashed on me. Well, what happened was OBS crashed on me because I was trying to fix my Zelda notes. The Zelda notes can be finicky at times. If your connection is not, like, completely spot on, it'll disconnect a lot and it can be really difficult to try to reconnect it. And one of the best ways to reconnect it is to turn off the internet on whatever device you're using and turn it back on. Problem is, I also use the internet to stream my tablet footage over to my computer so I can record it. So I accidentally messed up the recording on my tablet, and because I used a separate plugin to record both my game footage and my tablet footage simultaneously through OBS, yeah, that caused it to crash. Now, what I did with my Hyrule Compendium, as I was complaining about that, is I decided to add the Moblin Club to our sensor. Since we've taken a picture of it, it will now detect us anytime we are within the vicinity of one. Really helpful and something that I wish we were able to use the fire rod with, but unfortunately we hadn't taken a picture of the fire rod just yet. So now that I've taken care of that, let's head back to the Taobab Grasslands. Try to see if we can find that giant horse, as well as a couple other things we're going to be doing today. Alright, so first thing for today is there are two Koroks just a little bit off the path from the Ishto So Shrine. There's also a Stalnox, excuse me, there's also a Stalnox we're going to be fighting, as well as a Talus. And again, I am going to spoil things a little bit. There's going to be quite a bit of fights that we're going to be doing this episode. Don't worry, it's not exclusively Koroks, and yes, I'm okay with spoiling that because I feel like the entire lake region has been nothing but Koroks. Trust me, we are not having that same issue with this episode. We are going to be doing other things besides collecting Koroks, which I will gladly take because holy crap, last recording session actually kind of broke me. So much so that I'm kind of surprised I'm not broken already because I just wasted 45 minutes of my life trying to record this episode and it now failed, and I honestly don't even know if this episode's going to be successful. I'm kind of worried. I've been having internet issues for the last few weeks. I think my ISP is mad at me because I've been downloading a bunch of games. I recently got an ROG Xbox Ally X, and I've been downloading a bunch of games for it to get ready for some future content that I'm working on. So I ended up downloading like 3 terabytes worth of games. So my ISP is probably very mad at me because, yeah, that's a lot. But also, I pay for my internet. So, you know, if they give me unlimited data, I'm gonna use that unlimited data. Plus, I'm not the only one in my household. You know, my boyfriend also uses the internet just as much as me. Now, one thing that I do want to try, I actually don't know if this is gonna work. Because I refreshed my save, can I scan Amiibo? Because I did an Amiibo. Okay, well this one, okay, this one's not a good test because I just scanned the Guardian. I already had an extra scan on the Guardian, so I guess we'll have to scan it again. But I want to see if I can refresh my save to see if I can get, No, it does work! Okay! Well, now I'm learning something! I guess it's a good thing then my recording failed, because now I can actually talk about this. Yeah, if you get bad rolls on Amiibo and you want to refresh your rolls, you can actually do that, apparently. If you just reload your save, you can rescan the Amiibos. Truth be told, even I didn't know that. Well, guess I'm gonna scan Amiibo now and see if I can get some better rolls, because I did not get anything good the last time I did this. Oh, yes, please. Thank you. Wow, I'm already getting better rolls. Holy shit! Wow! I'm actually really glad I re-recorded this episode. The Tunic of the Sky! Finally! A Skyward Sword outfit! Legend has it this armor was once worn by a hero who appeared from the sky riding atop a mighty bird. Apparently it was presented to celebrate the completion of a ceremony. Wow! Does that mean we've completed? That means we've completed the Skyward Sword tunic. That means the only tunic we have not completed is the hero's tunic. Finally! Fucking finally, dude. I have been waiting for this. Man, I actually need to play Skyward Sword sometime. I recently picked up the Wii version when I was out retro game shopping. And I've been kind of meaning to play it. I won't lie. Alright, well, ultimately, I would consider that Amiibo run a success. Finally getting one of the 2 missing tunics that we've been searching for forever. I'm not joking. Every time I scan either Skyward Sword or Zelda 1, I always kind of have this sinking feeling in my gut because I'm just like, oh, I'm not gonna get what I'm looking for, am I? This is gonna not end well. Like, I'm so glad that I didn't have that issue and that I actually got something. That honestly makes the previous episode I recorded that didn't go through, not sting as much. Which is weird because, again, I'm usually someone who's very bitter about recordings failing. So the fact that one did fail and I don't feel bad about it, that should tell you how good that Amiibo scanning went. I'm really surprised by that. Now, I intentionally set it to nighttime because I believe I mentioned it before, but if I didn't, we're going to be fighting a Stalnox. I know it's a Stalnox because, again, this was a failed recording, or there was a failed recording, and I fought this thing earlier. So I already know ahead of time that it's a Stalnox. I have also learned that one of the things that makes Stalnoxes not wake up is if you are in the vicinity of being able to still see them. What the fuck? So, from the looks of it, I actually was too close. The secret to being able to get Stalnoxes to spawn after changing the time is you need to be far enough away in which they are out of spawning range. So, because they changed the time within the spawning range, yeah, that Stalnox is not going to spawn. So I'm actually going to head over to the shrine, and then I'm going to try to loop around. Alright, that should be far enough. I'm also going in with the Fierce Deity armor, even though I only have, I actually don't have any fairies. I'm still going in with the Fierce Deity armor because I want to be able to take care of you as quickly as possible. This shouldn't be too hard, all things considered. And my bow's about to break. I kind of already knew that was going to be the case, so I'm just gonna do that. And I want to switch over to my 3... Yeah, I wanna switch over to this Lynels bow. You know, I'm actually kind of glad I chose to go in with the... I don't like that. Oh, that's kind of gonna put a dent into my plans for later on this episode. Okay, there we go. Get you. And hopefully I can kill you in like 2 to 3 swings. Beautiful. I wonder if that can actually do damage. Now that I think about it, maybe that could. Like, if the Stalnox falls on you, that might be able to do damage. But the big thing that I want to take with me is that great Thunderblade. Yeah, let's drop you. 47 attack power! Oh, that's so good! Fun fact, my previous recording, yeah, this thing also had an attack power of 47. I wasn't sure if that was going to be randomly generated or not. Glad to know that it wasn't, because, 47 attack power on an elemental weapon. Oh, that's so good. I was about to use the term I was about to use the term Kino. I was about to be like, that is absolute Kino. But I guess by saying that, I've now called myself out, and people now know the type of content that I like to watch. It's fun! I constantly talk about the amazing digital circus, so I guess people also knowing that I watch Kino Casino is not that big of a deal. Oh, thank God. Okay, Mipha's Grace coming back is good. That's good. Now up ahead there is a Korok, but the reason why I say it's good that Mipha's Grace is back, so remember how the last episode we fought a Lizalfo? Or not a Lizalfo, it's a Lynel. Fun fact, we're gonna be fighting more. There's another Lynel later on that we will be fighting. Now this, okay, so I am now starting to learn that these chests and all that are not as randomly generated as I thought they were. This Gerudo Spear was in the chest before, and it is a new weapon. Now, I totally forgot to read the description, so feel free to pause the video and read that for yourself. But that is a weapon that a lot of the Gerudo use to fight with. Something that we haven't really talked about much is the fact that we really haven't interacted with the Gerudo much. I know that is going to change relatively soon, but it is something that I kind of want to acknowledge. The fact that, like, yeah, we really haven't come into contact with that many Gerudo. So the fact that we're starting to run into some of their weapons and all that, I think that's something worth noting. Over here, I believe this is, yes! Okay, so this is also 100 rupees. Huh. I'm just spoiling myself. And I believe this one is, yes, this one is the Korok. But I did not see you over here. Oh. Well, that's another Gerudo weapon. Huh. So, we're definitely getting closer to Gerudo territory if we're finding their weapons just kind of lying around. So that's something worth noting. But continuing on ahead, my next marker is all the way up there. There's a Talus up there. Thankfully, we do have a big enough of an arena that the Talus shouldn't be too much of an issue. Even if it hits us, I don't think we're gonna fall off, which was definitely a worry that I had during my my first recording. But this is gonna be quite a bit of a climb, so yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. You know, as I'm climbing this, I kind of want to talk about something. So, yesterday I decided to get a mini fridge for my office area, or I guess the game room. We call it the game room. And I've had mini fridges before, but I've always had like those really, really cheap, like $30 ones that can only hold like a 6-pack of soda. My boyfriend and I decided to actually spend a little bit more money and get like a proper refrigerator. Granted, we still got the cheapest one we could get, not because we wanted to get the cheapest one. We got it because it was the only one that would fit in our setup. So we just got like the really small, like 18-inch one. And man, It is so nice being able to have a fridge at my feet. That, you probably heard the can opening. Yeah, no, as I'm just climbing up this mountain, I grabbed a monster out of my mini fridge. Oh, I love it. It's actually kind of crazy how cheap fridges have gotten. Like, those really small fridges that I was talking about, the ones that are like cheap, $30, that can only hold 6 cans of soda, those things are awful. Like, genuinely, don't buy them. My boyfriend and I have gone through like 3 of them. They are horrendous devices. Spend the extra money and get like a proper fridge. The cheapest units are like $100. Like the one we got, again, we got the cheapest one we could get at Walmart, and it's like 18 inches, and it only costs like 108 bucks. And this thing is nice. Like, it is a proper fridge. Like, if you ever use the fridges at like hotels, it's those. I did not realize how cheap they were. I thought they were going to be like $200-300. So when I saw them for 100, I'm like, dang, that's actually affordable. I'm going into this. I kind of want to go in Unga Bunga so I can take care of it as fast as possible. Because, again, spoilers, I already recorded this episode once before. Thankfully, this Talus' weakness is on its head, so I don't have to worry about having to shoot it with bomb arrows. I can just spin to win. For once. And I'm going to take full advantage of it. You know what's funny? The rare Taluses are supposed to be the higher level ones. They're supposed to be the stronger Taluses. Yeah, that one wasn't very strong. But also, to be fair, I was using the Fierce Deity armor and I was using a 50 power weapon. So that also has to be taken into account. But regardless, like, yeah, that wasn't... Oh my god, duality's already about to break. That's not good. Oh, and I really don't want to use the Lynel Crusher. Well, this might not go well, now that I think about it. Oh, We'll have to see, because moving on, there is a Lynel. And I want to fight it. Problem is, I am not as well equipped to fight it as I was in my previous recording. That is the one benefit to my Amiibo scans from before. I actually did get better weapons. Oh, you can hear... You can see me from up here?! Oh, fuck that, dude. Okay, this is not gonna go well. Alright, jumping in. I do have the Lynel bow, so I think I'm just gonna go in with my strategy from before, which is, mount! Yeah, fun fact, if you stun the Lynels, you can mount them. So that is my strategy going into this. Is stun and... Okay, well. Stun and... Stun and mount. That's my strategy. We'll see if I can do that without getting hit, though. Because this is... Oh, my kit's not looking good. Okay, well, I mean... Yeah, I'm not doing as well as I would like to be. Okay, you're gonna do fireballs next. That's fine. Got you. Time to mount! Now, the other thing that I have noticed, doing this a second time, is mounting does not waste your durability on your weapons. So that's something that's good to know. Ooh, hello! Wait, is Link even using his weapon when he does that? Now that I think about it, I don't think he is. Ah, fuck! Okay, so at least I know I can survive one hit. That does help me, because that means I don't have to waste my full recovery items. That is something that I did before, and I wasn't sure. So now that I know, I can just do this. Oh wait, yo, he is using his weapon. He's just, oh, that's not good. He's just using, like, the handle. Wait, that didn't create any flames. How? How did I actually get the... How did I get the crit on that? Okay, well, I was really hoping I'd be able to... Ah! I was really hoping I was gonna be able to get the parry on that, but I didn't. Ah! Okay. Really? Really? Okay. Oh, here we go. Fire. Yeah, buddy! Yeah! Alright, mount you. Wolves, do not get involved, please. I'm actually doing very well on this. Ow! I love how as soon as I say that, I get my ass kicked. No, don't do that. No. Ah! Ow! I'm on fire. No, that's not good. Ow! Okay, I don't like this. I did not mean to eat. I did not mean to drink that. What the? Okay, I'm gonna continue to top myself off because, you know what? Defensive. What the fuck? What's it? Oh! Okay, there we go. I was worried I wasn't gonna get that flurry rush. This is a safe flurry rush to get. Okay. I don't know what you're doing, but that works. Get on ya! Yeah, buddy! Okay, that actually went better than the last time that I fought it, which is to be expected, considering that, you know, this is my second time fighting it. But additionally, new weapon. Also new bow. Gonna replace my old bow with that. Oh my god, okay. What are you? The mighty Lynel spear. The weight and cutting edge of this Lynel-made spear have both been enhanced. It's immensely heavy for a Hylian, but a Lynel can cleave through rock with a single swing. Definitely gonna take that with me, even though its attack power is only 20. That's honestly kind of lame. I don't think I've ever seen a Lynel weapon that weak. Because even when you take into account the bows, like, yeah, sure, the bows only have an attack power of, like, what, 10 to 20? Holy shit, the one we just grabbed had an attack power of 37? I was about to say Lynel bows are weak. What? 37? That's the strongest bow we've come into contact with! Okay, so that was the secret of that Lynel. That Lynel's power came in its bow. So the spear wasn't that strong, but the bow was. Huh. Well, it's a good thing I didn't fight it from a distance. Jesus. But anyways, there's a Korok up there. Was really hoping I was going to be able to hit you while on Epona. I know I can shoot you from here. And a little bit farther ahead, there is another Korok. But if you also noticed, we've made it to the Taobab Grasslands. This is where we learned about the location of a giant horse. Now I want to go in with some stealth, as that's going to be the best strategy. But additionally, as you can tell, there's a bunch of giant trees up in the area. I will warn you, you're going to need quite a bit of stamina for this. I can confirm that the amount of stamina that we currently have on hand is enough to tame the giant horse. However, one strategy that you could equip is you could climb up these giant trees and just, you know, fly above the giant horse and then mount it that way. That is a viable strategy. However, do be warned, that is going to waste more stamina. So if you have anything, you know, more than 2 wheels of stamina, I would say, yeah, go for it. But if you have less, I think the best strategy is going to be just sneaking up on it and mounting it, because you're going to want to conserve as much stamina as you can. Now, before we do that, Korok. Now, unfortunately, this is a worse situation than I was in my last recording, because in my last recording, the giant horse was not with a bunch of other horses. As you can tell, the giant horse is right there because it is significantly bigger than the other ones. That's the one that we want. But again, the problem is, it's with a bunch of other horses. whereas in my last recording, it was completely separated by the time I got over here. I'm worried that the other horses are gonna scare it off. Case in point. Okay, you're coming towards me. This is... Oh, this is gonna go significantly worse than last time, isn't it? Okay, it keeps approaching me. I don't want you to do that. I want you to stay away. Ooh, turners. Give me those. Okay, so at least it's not fully agitated by the other horses and Winterwing Butterfly. I believe we've already grabbed one of you before, so I'm not going to take a photo or read your bio. Just because I am right within mounting distance of the giant horse! Oh, shoot! Did that mess me up? Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I thought 2 full wheels of stamina was enough. How did I tame you before? I mean, I needed to do a second attempt to tame you, so I guess does that mean that taming has, like, kind of like weapon durability? You have to just, like, wither it down? Because, yeah, I tried to go from the top before in my first recording. That didn't work, so then I just snuck up behind you, and then that worked. I think I'm starting to realize that both strategies are viable. You just have to keep going at it depending on how much stamina you have. Come on, come on, come on. Second time's the charm! Let's see! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Second time, come on! Please, please, please! What?! How?! Okay, what am I doing wrong? Alright, third time's the charm. How much do I have to whittle you down for this to work? Last time it only took two attempts. Alright, attempt number 3. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. What am I doing wrong? No, really, what? I did not struggle this much before. You can do this with 2 bars of stamina. I have done it. Okay, I guess I just gotta mash like the wind. Come on, come on, come on. Mash, 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 come on. There we go. Okay, so is it randomized? What? I don't even know. I don't even know. Because, yeah, last time it only took me 2 attempts. This time it took me 4 attempts. I guess my ultimate tip is do whatever you want to try to tame the horse. Because, hell if I know what it takes to actually tame the thing. But also, I just want to acknowledge its size. For one, look at how tiny Link is on it compared to a normal horse. And also, look at how small a pony is compared to this thing. This horse is massive. Now, with a horse of this stature comes with some caveats. Unfortunately, this horse does have predetermined stats, and I hate to disappoint, but its stamina is non-existent. Meaning that the speed you are seeing us move at now, that is the maximum speed that this horse is able to go. So if you're someone who likes to speed through Hyrule, yeah, the giant horse is not for you. But what it makes up in, well, what it lacks in, it makes up in strength. This horse is a tank, meaning you could basically jump into any battle and it's gonna survive it. So if that's the type of horse you want, this is definitely the horse for you. Now, I don't remember if there are other giant horses in the area. I think this is the only one. Now, thankfully, we can register it, which is something that we're going to be doing. But, you know, we gotta complete the side quest first. We gotta take this thing back over to the... What was the name of the camp? Ah, yeah, the archery camp. We gotta take this back to the archery camp in order to complete the side quest for it. But, after that, we can register this horse, which I definitely want to do so. Okay, please, yeah, I was gonna say, please don't get agitated with me while a Wizro wants to murder us. I want to live, please. Oh, I forgot about these archers. Ow, Jesus. Yeah, see how this horse is just not fazed by their arrows? That really does show how powerful this thing is. Okay, can you guys piss off, please? It's just the one. Can you piss? No, please. Giant horse, I need you to move. Come on. Come on. I know I got you shot with arrows, but like, come on, you need to move. We need to complete this side quest now. God, this thing is so huge. That horse, it's huge! Oh, I've never seen one that big. That is definitely an endemic species. Sorry, but can I take a good look at that horse? Yeah! Thanks, I'll be right back. This is impressive. Quite interesting. Wow, with this much info, I can feel my spirit for discovery murmuring in contentment. It's definitely different seeing something with your own eyes rather than just reading about it. Thank you. This is to thank you for helping with our investigation. To think that there's actually a horse that big out there. How surprising. And with that, we are free to do whatever we want. You could release this horse if you really, really wanted to. But as I mentioned before, I want to tame it. Well, not just tame it. I want to register it. So that way, we can actually keep it at the stable and call upon it whenever we want. And thankfully for us, there is a stable just along this path. Looks like you've got yourself a new steed. Do you want to register it? Yeah, I hate to disappoint. The stables don't acknowledge the fact that you're riding a ginormous horse. That really disappointed me the first time that I tried to register this horse because it's like, it's so big. How could they have not acknowledged the fact that you're riding a giant horse? Also, look at those stats. So as I said before, stamina's non-existent, but it makes up for it in strength. 5 stars of it. This thing is a tank. Not a problem. We charge a registration fee to help support our conservation efforts. Fee also gets you a locally made saddle and bridle. 20 rupees. Thanks. Please enter a name for the horse. So, unlike Epona, we are actually able to name our horse. I had a couple names that I was going back and forth on, but I ultimately decided to go for a theme. I did not mean to do that. I have a name picked out for the horse. I'm gonna go with the name Ganondorf, and there's a reason for that. I see a fitting theme between Ganondorf, specifically in Ocarina of Time, versus the giant horse. For one, they're both towering specimens with beautiful red manes, and on top of that, they are a rare specimen to their species. The giant horse is rare in the sense of it is so much bigger than the rest of the horses, and Ganondorf is rare to the Gerudo because, as we've learned in Tears of the King or in Breath of the Wild, as well as in Ocarina of Time if you played it, the Gerudo is a primarily female species. It's very rare for a male Gerudo to be born. So the similarities in my eyes are parallel. Additionally, we have Epona, and there's going to be another horse later on that I'm going to name after a Zelda character, so kind of just fitting to continuously name our horses after Zelda characters. The other name I was going to go for is Lucagen, because red mane, horse. I felt like Ganondorf was a little bit better for the Let's Play. I do think I named this horse. I think I named this horse either Lucagen or Big in my personal save. So, Ganondorf was a bit more thematically appealing. And why not? Let's take our new horse out. Let's take Ganondorf out with us. Why not? Man, we have made quite a bit of progress on today. We explored the Taobab Grasslands, got pretty much everything there is to do over here, got ourselves a new horse, and completed a side quest. So next time on The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, I think we're going to explore more of the lake region with said new horse. And until then, I will see you all later. Goodbye!